Hello, welcome to this first video of this section, and in this video we are going to learn Zbrush interface. So this is what you get when you start the Zbrush for the first time. So let me first turn off this light box. These things you see here you can just turn off by clicking on the light box. So light box is a kind of folder structure inside Zbrush where you can put your files, or like you can see those folders category there. So we don't have to worry about right now. Just click here, or you can press comma on your keyboard to turn off that. Then we can see the Zbrush has a very different own styles to it. You can see some bright colors, and it's totally a different layout than we used to those softwares. These orange colors means those options are right now selected, and this you can see there are some grayed out things because we don't have anything in the scene. So let's start from this center area. This area is called canvas, so we spend most of the time in this area. We sculpt in this area, and you can see there are the right side, it's a slot where we can put any palette from the menu. We call these things palette, and right now we have the tool palette right now. If you click on this icon, the palette will go, and you can bring any palette here by just going to the menu and by clicking on this option. So you can put multiple palette as well. For example, I can put stroke and tool both there, and if I want to minimize one thing, just click on the name, and you can see I can minimize by that way, or I can again just click on that to get rid of that palette. If you don't use that palette, you can just click here to just collapse that palette thing there. You have also got the left palette here. You can just click to expand it, and you can see you have material palette here. Again, you can bring any palette here. For example, if you change a lot of things and you want to go back to the by default layout, you can go to the preference here, and you can restore standard UI. To again you get all those back. Okay, anytime you feel like you have changed a lot and you want to go back, you can like that. Then you get a bottom slot there. Again, you can put some brushes here, some options here as well, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll tell you later. Okay, so this is the canvas. These are the palette section, and in the interface area you can see this whole left side section. This is the brush, this is the brush stroke, this is the alpha where we choose different alpha from here. This is the texture, again we choose some textures, and this is the material, and this is the color, and this is the color switcher. In the top area you see some button here, which is a light box, quick sketch, projection master. You don't have to worry about all these things right now. And this area is very useful, which has edit, draw, move, scale, rotate, and some brush options, which is GR or GSoft with G intensity. And it's kind of like GR means when you sculpt, it will pull your object points, and GSoft means it will push those points inside. And this is the intensity of pulling and pushing. You just click to select one or other. You cannot select both, or either you choose GR or GSoft. You don't have to come here. We have all different shortcuts for that. And here the mRGB, RGB things, and focal shift, draw size. This is the brush size thing here. Okay. And in the top you got the menus or palettes. If you don't want the menus to visible here, you can just click on this menu option here, turn off, the menu will be go. And if you don't want these things when you sculpt, if you don't want these things, if you want to hide these things, you can just hit tab on your keyboard to hide, and again tab to bring those. It's a very quick shortcut to get more screen space. Okay, if you see collapse it, and if I collapse all these tools by hitting the tab, I get the full screen. And if I don't use the menu as well, I can hide that. So okay, just bring me back. Okay, then if you want to increase your canvas size, sometimes if you have a big screen or something, if you want to increase the canvas size or the workspace size, you go to document and there you choose this area, which is the canvas size. You can see it's a very right now it's just 980 by 630. You can just click on double and this message will come here, resize just to yes, and you'll get the big it almost the double of the previous size. So let me go back. Okay, and let me go back to the half. Then let's see some options over the top here. You can just click on the quick save to save your object or tool inside the Lightbox quick save here in this category, in this folder. If you want to just quickly save in a random name, you can do that by just a click. And obviously you can save that through the toolbox and tool palette, and clicking by here you can also save your file as a G tool, which is the Zbrush tool file format. Then we have an option here, see through. We can just put that all the way, and we can you can see it's totally transparent right now. It helps us to, like, if you have a background image and you want to match with the model, you can just put it half the way where you can see the Zbrush file and the background. As you can see my interface, my desktop. So it's very helpful to like put a background image behind the Zbrush and just make it half transparent so that you can just check your model whether it fits with the reference image or not. Although there are different ways to bring images to Zbrush, it's one of the ways. And this option is very interesting, which changes the interface color. If you just click here, it cycles between different interface colors. As you can see, the bottom colors has been changed here. Just click to cycle and choose whatever you like. Just let me go back here. This one is the by default, and this option is for the layout. If you click here, you get different layouts. So as you can see in this layout, I got like brush or materials in the bottom of this section here, and it's very useful for sculpting as well, because you don't have to go again and again to the brush and choose your brush. You have all those frequently used brush here. So you can click to go at different layouts. So let me go back to my by default layout here. Okay, if you have changed again anything and you want to go back to the by default, just go to preference, config, and go restore standard UI. If you want to save your UI, customize UI, you can also do that by going there and just save UI, give it a name and save it, and you can load that UI anytime you want. Okay, and there's the just minimize, maximize, and close button. So this is all about adding the interface, and in the next lesson we're going to see how to navigate inside, how to import our model, how to create a model, and see you there.